Now we're moving Hi, chat. How are we doing? Oh, oh God. Sorry, I'm exhausted still from music change 30 seconds before start. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. It's fine. It's fine. Oh. So here's a question, chat. Do we want to do what we did last week? Hey, having a sleepy day. I'm having a busy week. So, for those of you who do not know, I am a computer technician and I work in the family business. Because I do, I help with billing. The billing cycle started yesterday. So I went through all of the paper billing yesterday on top of having to shovel the driveway. And then on top of that, the snowblower I used was broken. Well, broken. Quotation marks broken. It's not broken. It's missing screws. But because of that, because the snow I have is like thick and it's hard to get through, so I push the blower forward and I pull it back. But because I pull it back, like the handle pops out because it's missing the screws, and that got really annoying. So I'm dealing with that on top of the billing, on top of the fact that there are now ants in the kitchen. Why, I don't know. I really don't. So I'm dealing with dishes. I'm dealing with the ants. Oh my God. And then today I started the other half of the billing. And on top of everything, I still have a bunch of stuff to do today because I will not be home at all tomorrow. So in my Discord, I actually made a post about it. I posted about it in the YouTube post as well. Where is it? That way I have like records of it, saying that I will not be able to stream tomorrow. Because I had an emergency call last night that said, hey, I need you to come out on Saturday morning. I need to drive nearly an hour and a half for this emergency job on Saturday morning. So I will not be here in time to start stream on Saturday. So I had to make the decision to cancel stream on Saturday. Shame. So I'm like extra busy right now. So, and I'm tired and I'm complaining. I'm complaining to you all. It's fine. So yeah, that's my week. And now we're in the streaming cycle. So we got Final Fantasy today. We were gonna have Helldivers tomorrow, and then we have Nightwave on Sunday. But chat, because there's not gonna be a stream tomorrow, I want to make it up by getting a video out to you all tomorrow. Question is, do I do what I did last week again this week by doing yapping on stream early? A 3-hour round trip for an emergency job? Yeah. Yep. Oh well, you know, I get paid. I get paid. It's not a problem. It's just anyway. Do we want to start the stream with a little bit of yap? I actually am going to record this, so I don't have to download the stream. I can edit it down tonight and have it out to you guys tomorrow morning, you know, proper, instead of having to wait because I need to download the stream because I need to do that. So we're going to record that on OBS this time. So, yay. Let the dog yap. Oh, the question is, what do we want to yap about? I think this is what we need to yap about. I have where's the post? Where is, hold on, is it in here? Yeah, it is. Okay, it is in here. I love it. All right. So, who wants to shit on Assassin's Creed Shadows again? There was the recent Rima drama. Okay. So, I'm gonna do a little clarification. VTuber drama is more Akko's thing. I kind of don't touch that because it doesn't click in my head. So because it doesn't click in my head, I'm not gonna cover drama, especially when I don't really know my answers to it. So, but yeah, Assassin's Creed Shadow drama! Yay! Who wants to see a Ubisoft lying again? All right, I need to have a record button on my stream deck, but I don't. I mean, hold on, chat. We're gonna make sure that this is proper before I do something. This is all for the betterment of what we're doing, chat. It's fine. You know the same. I just support my friendly indie video. Oh yeah, no. As do I. But oh, that's not what I was wanting. And then I need this. Okay, now I need you over here. And I just want to make sure that this is like, I want to make sure this is like done proper. I'll bite. What did AC Shadows do this time? Also like the stream? Yes! Liking the stream helps support me in more ways than you know. So thank you. I'm gonna just do a little bit of this. Maybe we'll bump the model up a little bit so it's not just small. Let me make sure that this is also up. And this. Hello, Akko. Oh my god, we got an octopus. Chat, we got an octopus. All right. So, we'll start with this. But yeah, I'm talking drama. Yeah, so Ubisoft shit the bed again. Great way to start off the video by me saying shit, but that's okay because if I'm gonna make a video, I'm gonna be honest. And anyway, graphics cards need drama. Graphics cards always need drama, but I think Assassin's Creed is the most relevant because Assassin's Creed, chat, for those who do not know, Assassin's Creed Shadows comes out in 6 days. This game is nigh on release. So, with that in mind, Ubisoft came out and said, "Hey, we will support the Steam Deck." And I'm prefacing this by saying this is a PC Gamer article, but they said it here that many of you have been asking about the Steam Deck. We are happy to say that we are supporting the Steam Deck at launch and are currently awaiting the level of classification from Valve. More info to come soon. Okay. So let's go into PC Gamer's article. Ubisoft has confirmed that Assassin's Creed Shadows will run on Steam Deck at launch, which is a great, albeit unexpected news. It's unexpected because last month Ubisoft ruled out Steam Deck support, pointing out quite reasonably that Valve's handheld is below our minimum specs for PC. So what's changed? Presumably, the studio has done some testing, tweaked some knobs, and discovered that the game does actually run. We are happy to say that we are supporting Steam Deck at launch and are currently awaiting the level of classification from Valve, the official Assassin's Creed X account wrote. More info to come. Steam Deck OLED released in November 2023 and is holding up astonishingly well. It runs Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and a bunch of other recent blockbusters. They don't mention Monster Hunter Wilds, because people were also very certain that Monster Hunter was not going to run on the Steam Deck, but there are people actually playing it. In fact, let's find that specific information, because Valve actually has their most played Steam Deck games. Where is it? Here we go. Yep, right here. So it is number 8. It has actually gone down 4 numbers. So it used to be number 4, and Elden Ring has kind of overtaken that spot again. I'm not all that surprised with Isaac, Hades 2, Potato, Elden Ring. I'm not surprised. Actually, sorry, it's number. No. They're intimidated. They are extremely intimidated, and I love it. So, even Wilds, which is not even supported on the Steam Deck, is being played on the Steam Deck, which goes to show that Monster Hunter still is beloved by people on portable platforms, no matter if it runs well or not. So for Ubisoft to say, 1 second, it's not coming out to Steam Deck, or it won't be supported on the Steam Deck, and now they're saying it is? So, it's impressive work for a handheld PC, or handheld device, and equally impressive work from the developers who managed to make their games work on it. But will Assassin's Creed Shadow be fun to play on Steam Deck? I am doubtful. Those aforementioned heavy hitters are both verified on Steam Deck, but they've clearly made for larger screens and beefier rigs. It's cool that they run, but it's pretty hard to enjoy them when they closer to moving Claude Monet paintings than modern video games. They're smeared, jerky, and overall suboptimal. Maybe I'm being picky. You are being picky, because this is a Steam Deck, which isn't the most powerful system in the world. It's powerful for the price. The Steam Deck is the price to performance king when it comes to the PC handhelds. Which is why, and it's also a console-like performance, which is why it's easier to use. So, but I usually find I'm less picky than other PC gamers. They're smeared, jerky, and overall suboptimal. Maybe I'm picky, but I'm usually fine. I'm less picky than other PC gamers. Then why would you say maybe I'm being picky when you say I'm usually less picky? I'm not going to deny PC gamers are picky, especially the people with the money to burn on high-end rigs. But for me, as a great example, I'm playing Monster Hunter Wilds on my rig at 60 FPS with no frame generation, and it runs fine. It runs great, actually. So, I don't know whatever. Still, if the Steam Deck is your only gaming device, and I feel like that's a growing category of players, Assassin's Creed Shadows is on the menu. It's great to see studios actually addressing the still small but growing handheld market directly too. Will Assassin's Creed Shadows factor into our list of the best Steam Deck games? Time will tell. But if you ask me, the device is perfect for most indies, CRPGs, those trackpads, and Vampire Survivors. So, you started off by literally saying, hey, this is great. I don't know if it'll be great, but this is great. Also, I'm picky, but I'm not picky. God, journos. Oh my god. So, on top of that, on February 12th, and this is really the big bit, on February 12th, Assassin's Creed, or the Ubisoft team for Assassin's Creed, had a Q&A session. And we're gonna go into the Q&A session because this is great. I don't mean to glaze PC gamers, but they definitely have a much more refined palette for quality. We do, and that's okay. I mean, there's console games, but like, you know what you're getting with the console, but you also constantly have to upgrade. PC gamers do not need to upgrade as often. They choose to because they have money burning in their pocket. Mildly guilty. As the first Assassin's Creed game to release on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC only, the development team has put a lot of effort into the new Anvil engine to fully leverage the latest hardware capabilities, setting new technical standards for the series. You can see that in this trailer we released today. Over the past few weeks, we've gathered questions from the community on tech topics through multiple social platforms, as well as the Ubisoft Creator Program. We sat down with Pierre F., Technology Director on Assassin's Creed Shadows, to answer many of these questions. In terms of performance, now, this is a question from Reddit, so take it with a grain of salt. In terms of performance, do the PS5 and Xbox Series X versions have 60 FPS mode? Pierre F., yes, we're happy to confirm that both the PS5 and Xbox Series X will support players, or will allow players, to play at 60 FPS, 2160p upscaled in performance mode. So what you're telling me is you can run it at 60 FPS 4K upscaled. I'm waiting for the game to come out, and you can't do that. That will be hilarious. If it can do that, I will actually be surprised. But I'm more or less expecting 60 FPS 1440p. 30 FPS 4K upscaled. Well, okay, upscaled, actually, thinking about it, maybe 60. I think anything higher than 60, thinking about it, will probably not work. Well, at least, anyway. Welcome, Ava. So Dang Hunk on Reddit. Given the game is using heavily resource-demanding features like RTGI, what is RTGI? Hold on. Reshade. Oh, Ray Trace Global Illumination. Okay. And with current gen console hardware being what it is, what is being done to ensure that the console versions won't be too heavily compromised with regard to image quality in order to accommodate these features? That's a really good question. From Danghunk, reaching 60 FPS on a game like Assassin's Creed Shadows while using ray tracing would mean sacrificing quite a lot to accommodate for its relatively high cost. Thus, the direction we took for Shadows was to use the hybrid approach. What do you mean a hybrid approach? What? Anvil, our in-house engine with which Assassin's Creed Shadows is built, has featured an industry-leading baked, offline, global illumination pipeline since Assassin's Creed Unity. And we have kept improving that over every game built since. Unity introduced it, Syndicate added support for dynamic time and day cycles, Origins added what we call a sparse GI system to support drastically larger open worlds, and Valhalla added support for multi-state environments. As it was necessary for the settlements, on Shadows we continue to improve this technology by adding support for the new dynamic seasons. The global illumination of a scene is drastically different if there is snow cover compared to lush vegetation with colorful flowers blooming, as well as supporting much thinner walls. The advantage of this proven, yet modernized technology for its relatively low GPU cost, this allowed us to target a 60 FPS experience on Xbox Series X and PS5 that is still impressive, which we will still have room for new gen improvements. For example, it is worth noting that all vegetation in Shadows is physically animated on the GPU based on a dynamic wind system driven by a fluid simulation. My God. Like, why? Is the dog muted? I shouldn't be muted. Yeah, I don't know. I shouldn't be muted. Chat, can you hear me? I don't want to be talking out of my butt. None of you can hear me. Oh, okay, good. Just making sure. So, finally, we didn't want the image in performance mode to be so low that it becomes blurry, and targeting 60 FPS with ray tracing on console would have meant we would not have had enough GPU budget to improve other rendering systems. However, it was clear to us that there are undeniable advantages to ray trace global illumination. First and more importantly, that it adapts to change in the scene. In a game such as Shadows, in which we had a strong ambitions with destructible objects and a changing environment. Gee, I wonder where we saw that. It almost was like Yasuke was running through a Japanese monastery, hacking and slashing everyone in all the environment. Go with that. The benefits and image quality of having a global illumination that adapts to the change in the scenes are numerous. Furthermore, ray trace global illumination implicity introduced ray tracing ambient occlusion. My god, the word salad. You can tell in this entire thing here that they've used so many big words to get people to stop reading because, or on top of it, if they don't stop reading, it is intended to make people care about the environment around them and not the buggy ass gameplay that we've already seen, especially with Star Wars Outlaws. Look at the pretty environment. Don't look at what's right in front of you. This is real life technobabble. It really is. It really is. Which adds subtle yet noticeable details to the image. Furthermore, we are no longer bound to fixed size world space resolutions for our GI, which increases lighting, quality, details. But most importantly, we had one game feature that we really wanted to introduce, the hideout, that simply could not exist without ray trace global illumination to make it as we wanted it to be. So what you're telling me is, on top of everything, you're saying ray tracing is required. Then how, in God's good green earth, is it playable on the Steam Deck? How? Tell us. Can you tell us more about the Atmos tool that controls the weather system in the game? What's the difference of having this tool in Shadows compared to older games? I almost said other games. Atmos is procedural physics-based weather simulation that generates cloudscapes in Shadows. Before, clouds were created or manually created by artists and copy and pasted into the sky, like a Photoshop montage. This limited the variety of cloudscapes that were possible to create and often ended up in unnatural compositions. With Atmos, we're able to simulate natural cloud formations, and they aren't static anymore. They constantly evolve over time. Transitions between weather states are more fluid as well. For example, after a storm, clouds dissipate in a very natural way. Monster Hunter can do that too. And they did it, that made it work. And it still runs. The amount of techno babble is just insane. You're really wanting people to pay attention to the specific details instead of actually caring about the intricacy. In fact, the amount of techno jargon here literally is built on top of the fact of don't pay attention to the game, pay attention to everything we had to do to make the game instead. Oh my god, Ubisoft. Ubisoft. AC Shadows is the Assassin's Creed with the best graphics to date. Can you tell us the minimum 1080p 30 FPS and maximum requirements 4K Ultra at 60? What are the tiered PC requirement specs? Minimum recommended Ultra will split outs for 1080p, 1440p, and 4K. Realistically, it would be great to have these a month before launch so consumers can upgrade accordingly. A great opportunity for manufacturers to create content around it to help sales of components. Nothing about the story or gameplay. Now, to be fair, this is a tech Q&A. This is not going to be around specifically story. But the point stands, when the entire conversation has been around Yasuke and the destruction tools they're using to have him going around destroying Japanese buildings, which, might I remind you, that Japan, or specifically these monasteries, have actually said they want to go after Ubisoft for. Thus, trying to double down on this game is pretty is sad. Instead of acknowledging the issues, it's look at everything else. Whatever. Instead of just listing minimum and recommended specs, the PC gaming community would love to see system requirements for the following categories, while mentioning a GPU from each major manufacturer, NVIDIA, AMD, and Intel, alongside VRAM requirements, if upscaling is used or not, and at what quality. Level A, 1080p, 30 FPS, level B, 60 FPS. C. We have provided several scenarios on the PC specs. Okay, so let's have a look. Oh, good. Good, I have to zoom in to read it! Thank you! Okay, so minimum 1080p 30. 1080p 30, by the way. Low, Intel Core i7 8700K. My god. So basically Windows 10. Or damn near. Ryzen 5 3600, 1070, 5700, A580. You expect the A580 to run this? What are you smoking? No. Recommended 1080, so medium. 11600K, 5600X, 3060 Ti, 6700 XT, B580, 1250. Okay, the B580 maybe it can run that. 1440p 1060 high. Same CPU. Okay, so the same CPU options, but now it's a 3080 or a 6800 XT. At 4K 60. Now, I want to remind you, this is for selective ray tracing, meaning there is not even an option to not have ray tracing, or at least they're not going to tell you. But yes, 3080 or a 6800 XT. Like, what magic are you using together? Exactly. Like, the only Intel card I could see it working on is the Battle Mage cards. And even then, it's like, you might be able to get it to run on a Battle Mage card with the 9800X 3D. Like here, a selective ray tracing, enthusiast 4K at 60, 12700K, or 5800X 3D with a 4080 Ti Super. What a hell of a jump from a 3080 to a 4070 Ti Super. Like, good lord. Or a 6800 XT to a 7900 XT. Literally a full generation jump. Ay. Standard ray tracing, so ray tracing minimum, 1080p 30, 8700K. You're expecting to run it minimum for standard ray tracing on an 8700K or a 3600, 2070, 6. What? Ubisoft. The switch from 2D to 3D wasn't this overhyped. It really wasn't. Wait. Sorry, I read ahead a little bit. Okay, we're gonna go back here. 4K 60 for selective ray tracing. Okay. Intel Core i7 12700K or a Ryzen 7 5800X3D with a 4070 Ti Super or a 7900 XT. Notice they've full out skipped on Intel cards for this set. Okay. We jump to standard ray tracing. 1440p, 60 FPS, Intel Core i5 11600K or a Ryzen 5 5600X, and then a GeForce RTX 4070 Super or an AMD Radeon RX 7800 XT. So you're telling me it is better, you get better you get better enthusiast level selective ray tracing with a 4070 Ti Super and a 5800 X3D than you do with standard ray tracing at 1440p, 60 FPS with a 5600X and a 4070 Super. This slot right here should have been over here, Ubisoft. Because this, the 4K 60, should have been over here in the standard ray tracing slot. With the 1440p, now I will admit, maybe I'm a little bit in the wrong here, because this says 4K at 60 for selective. Standard has 1440p at 60. That might be a little more fair, but that is still disgusting. Extended ray tracing. So ray tracing enthusiasts, 1440p at 60 FPS, Ultra, Intel Core i7 13700K. So that's basically the CPU I have right now. Or AMD Ryzen 7 7800X3D at a 4080. So yeah, 4080, 16 gigs of VRAM. Or if you want the best level of ray tracing, 4K 60, 4090. So they want you to buy the top tier last gen card to do ray tracing. The same cards that Nvidia is actively trying to discontinue. So what I'm getting is this thing is going to be a massive graphics hog for a very little gain. All this processing power for a game that looks like it's from last gen. Exactly! Which then, okay, so you're telling me it has practically required ray tracing with some insane specs, but you're gonna talk out of your ass and say it's supported on Steam Deck. What? No. However, there are as many scenarios as there are PCs, and it is relatively hard to be extremely precise when providing PC specs visual. When providing you added an A in there, Ubisoft. When providing a PC specs visual. Okay. The team did its best to provide the most qualitative and immersive experience to the largest number of players, ensuring that everyone can enjoy the game to its fullest potential. Here are some additional details. We have 5 distinct scalability presets: low, medium, high, very high, and ultra high. And 3 ray tracing modes: diffuse hideout only, diffuse everywhere, and diffuse plus specular everywhere. Furthermore, players can fine-tweak their preferences by changing one of the numerous options, approximately 20, configured by a scalability preset. Various upscaling technologies, TAA, DLSS, FSR, and EXSS, can be used in conjunction with dynamic resolution scaling to target a given frame rate, in which the game will adapt pre-upscaling resolution to try and reach the desired FPS. To assist in collaborating options, as in-game benchmark tool is available for consistent and reproducible results. Oh, they added selective ray tracing. What does that mean? That we can choose if we want to enable it or not? Assassin's Creed Shadows features 3 distinct ray tracing modes on PC. This mode, selective ray tracing, this mode uses ray tracing only within the hideout portion of the game. The reason behind this is that the hideout allows extensive player customization at a level never seen before on Assassin's Creed. Because of that, we cannot use traditional pre-calculated global illumination techniques and therefore need to adopt a real-time approach. In other gameplay situations, such as in the open world, ray tracing will not be used. So, you're making ray tracing involuntary in a very, very specific part of the map. I cannot wait for GPUs that literally cannot support ray tracing to shit the bed and die here. Because you cannot turn it off in this one section of the game. However, if your CPU or GPU does not support hardware ray tracing, such as pre-RTX GPUs, we have developed our own solution to allow competent yet older GPUs to run Shadows. The game will use a proprietary software-based ray tracing approach developed specifically for that. This was made to ensure Shadows remains accessible to as many players as possible. So you made an internal version of ray tracing. I'm sure that won't break or anything. All right. Standard ray tracing. This mode uses the hardware ray tracing capabilities of the GPU to compute real-time global illumination. Welcome to the Crash Zone, AC Shadows Edition. So extended ray tracing. This mode uses the hardware ray tracing capabilities of the GPU to compute both real-time global illumination and reflections. This is the most extensive usage of ray tracing. On GPUs that support hardware ray tracing, the choice will always be given to the player. It is one of numerous settings available to players to customize their experience on PC. It is one of numerous settings available to customize their experience. Why did you need to say it twice? Why did you need to say that twice? Did you need to reiterate that for the stupid people reading? Okay. Is DLSS 3.5 or more available with ray reconstruction and frame generation? What about FSR 3.1? I'd like to point out, now again, this article was in February. Q&A was last month. But as of the time of, recording this video, we are already in FSR 4. So effectively, they made a virtual machine to imitate a machine that can do ray tracing, I think. Exactly. That's exactly what they did. Okay. Will the game support DLSS or FSR to boost performance? That's okay. Will the game include next-gen AI tools like DLSS? You're all asking the same question. AC Shadows supports all the upscaling technologies mentioned here: DLSS 3.7, FSR 3.1, XeSS 2. Are all supported for both upscaling and frame generation purposes. Our own temporal AA solution is also available. Note that a mix and match approach is possible. You may select one technology to upscale while using a different technology for frame generation purposes. Furthermore, as part of our partnership with Intel, we had direct and privileged access to XeSS 2 before it was made public, and we worked directly with Intel engineers to provide the best implementation possible. Alternatively, they could have just made ray tracing optional, but that makes too much sense. Exactly, it makes too much sense. Section only comes 4 hours in. Yeah. What graphical options will there be to improve performance for a gamer playing on a semi-high-end budget gaming PC? How scalable is the game's performance to different PC setups? And are there any recommended settings for creators prioritizing smooth performance over high-end visuals? Okay, for one thing we tried with Shadows was to be as scalable as possible. We want the game to cater to the high end of the spectrum without putting the bar too high in terms of requirements. As such, we believe that our minimum required specs reflects this commitment. A GTX 1070, the minimum required GPU, is quite old at this time. No shit. No shit, it's old. We're in the 50 series now. You're talking about the 10 series. Yeah, we made efforts to support pre-RTX GPU, 1070, 1080 Ti, and equivalent. There are still competent today, but lack hardware-level ray tracing capabilities. To further highlight our commitment to this direction, we've developed a proprietary software ray tracing GI solution to support the new dynamic hideout. You literally talked about that earlier. On the other end of the spectrum, we have introduced major new technologies to the engine, always with a scalability mindset. For instance, AC Shadows will use our proprietary micro polygon system for the first time, a virtualized geometry system which allows us to render more polygons with more levels of detailed continuity and supports all scalability preset from low to ultra. The same principle applies to our uses of ray tracing, as we have 3 distinct modes, as highlighted in earlier. But does it render as many polygons as 2B's ass? That's really the question, Ubisoft. Does it? Because I'm going to go with no. But there's one thing we didn't compromise on, no matter where the configuration lies on the spectrum. And that's our vision of creating a more dynamic world by introducing weather and seasons. We've had weather and seasons in other games before. This is not new. Never before seen level of destruction in Assassin's Creed. Oh, no shit, we figured that one out. Fluid-driven wind and particle effects and physically animated vegetation to wow our players. Physically animated vegetation. Chat, I can't wait to see an eggplant get crushed. If I do not see an eggplant explode or a tomato explode, I'm gonna be mad. It needs to literally explode. And you need to see every particle of like tomato juices and eggplant juices spew everywhere. Because that's what our game needs. Be patient, Temp. They're French. You know what? Fair. Fair. All those enhancements are available to the player no matter where his PC lies in the spectrum. Shit. No, I won't do it. I won't do it. That's funny, but I won't do it. We want to highlight the fact that the game will look stunning even on the lowest settings. Everyone will enjoy the experience. I don't see a difference. I'm sorry. I don't see a fucking difference. Why? What is this? Okay. What level of HUD customization can we expect on launch? The autism spectrum. Holy shit. Like there is, chat, there is no difference between any of these. So why does it matter? Okay. Oh, no. I'm good. Thanks, Ubisoft. Oops, they loaded the same pic. So they're all the same. They are. What level of HUD customization can we expect at launch? The picture we're sharing with your friends. Oh, I love it. Dozens of HUDs and interface elements are customizable by the player at launch. Dozens. Chat, dozens. Tips and messages. critical reminders, objective module, celebrations, icons, compass, visibility meter, loot. Ah, yes, I want to turn my loot off. What accessibility features will be available for PC players? We've shared a lot of details about accessibility in this article, but you can find the full list here too. Okay. Colorblind mode, screen narration, HUD customization, screen shake toggle on off, good. Subtitles, good. Gameplay captions, good. Cinematics, good. So we can make the UB HUD meme. We can make the UB HUD meme! Let's go! Audio cues, audio glossary, separate audio, isolated audio sliders. Okay, you know what? Well, wait, no. I want to see that more in detail. Because if it's like anything we have today, that's not special. Fee2, first time user experience flow is back, offering first access critical options. Guided mode offers streamlined systems and remove part of the gameplay to alleviate the requirement for player engagement and exploration and finding content. Chat, we found journal. Yeah, we found the journal mode. Journal mode is real. Journal mode is real. Tutorial section. Menu tutorials, conversation log. You know what? I do like having a conversation. If you don't catch something, it's nice to have that. Control remapping, many input devices. Lock on camera, XY axis inversion, stick inversion. Okay. Stealth and combat have 4 separate difficulty options. Why? Why? Why does stealth and combat have 4? Sorry, each. So 8 total separate difficulty settings. Okay. All right. Press start to autoplay. Truly. Guided mode. Ours offer streamlined systems and remove part of the gameplay to alleviate the requirement for player engagement and exploration of finding content. That's a lot of difficulty. That is a lot of difficulty. Canon mode. Enable automatic selection of narrative decisions. Excuse me. For the canon story to unfold. Chat. These 2 sections right here, guided mode and canon mode, are literally the journal mode. Put the controller down and let the game play itself. Okay. All right. I'm just going to bet one of them is a super easy mode. Probably. Absolutely. Melee attack mode simplifies the combat by using single input instead of multiple buttons or complex combinations. QuickTime events. Type of input required to complete QuickTime events can be simplified or skipped entirely. Or skipped entirely! Why is skipping a QuickTime event in there? They're already super easy! You don't need to skip a QuickTime event! God! Ah. Please play for me, Ubi-senpai. Aim assistance, 4 levels. 4? What? Why are there 4 levels of aim assist offered? Why? Okay. We're gonna get off of that before I get more upset. What kind of spatial audio will Shadow support on PC? Ask again, who is this for? The system it needs to run on is too expensive for the blind gimps they made it for. Exactly. Will the game take advantage of spatial audio technologies such as Dolby Atmos or DTSX? Dolby Atmos and DTSX are both supported. Wait, we do have some minimal audio cues for gameplay elements like when the player goes into hiding or we drop an LP or LKP. Why is there an option to turn off? Like, is the specific cue? So this is climb cue, grapple cue, loot cue, aiming body, collision cue, and line of sight broken. What's an LKP? What is an LKP? Okay. Last known position. Okay. So instead, now this is my understanding. I could be very wrong on this. My understanding is that this is designed to, instead of having the yellow paint, here's an audio cue to tell you what you should be doing. Why? Will the game feature the in-game performance benchmark as it was the case in Valhalla and Mirage? There will be a benchmarking tool included to help players optimize settings for their specific hardware. Well, that's good, at least. Is there a benchmark mode to test this performance beforehand? Yes, the game does feature an in-game benchmark to test and tweak scalability parameters. Furthermore, a performance overlay can be activated in-game directly to view performance metrics such as FPS and GPU utilization, amongst others. There will be a Mirage if you were last seen, so you know where the guard will go wasn't Unity. Ugh, that was a thing in Unity? That's disgusting. Will the game be Steam Deck certified at launch? At launch, the game will not be compatible with Steam Deck due to the fact it is below our minimum specs for PC. It is due to the fact it is below our minimum specs for PC. We are supporting Steam Deck at launch. This game can literally play itself. Auto climb, auto grapple, auto aim sword. You only need to function button and a joystick. It was actually a good feature, Temp. Cope. I guess. Is Assassin's Creed Shadows going to be natively available for Mac OS 6? And can we play the game over Wine Wrapper made for Mac OS and Mac OS and MacBook Pro M2? Shadows was natively ported to Mac OS. As such, a wrapper is not necessary. However, to answer all questions regarding the Mac OS specs, we're happy to reveal the Mac OS specs below. This game, according to these specs, will never, ever be able to hit 60 FPS on a Mac. I'm not surprised, but the fact that they're actively saying we can run ray tracing on a Mac. Okay. Okay. All right, Ubisoft. All right. Do we need the Ubisoft launcher if we buy the game on Steam? Launching the game through Steam doesn't require you to download and install the Ubisoft Connect launcher, as the Steam installation itself already includes a light embedded version of it. So, no, you don't need it, but you will need it. Assassin's Creed Shadows comes with cross-save and cross-progression features. Linking your Ubisoft Connect account allows us to provide you with a seamless experience no matter where you play. Chat, they want you to buy multiple versions of the game so you can play it on PC, you can play on PlayStation, you can play on Xbox. They want you to play it everywhere. So here's cross progression. Here's cross save. Okay. Through Ubisoft Connect, you will also be part of our global loyalty program to unlock rewards and exclusive discounts including on pre-orders and new releases. For those with a Ubisoft account, you can easily create one. So yeah, you literally will be forced to play it with a Ubisoft account. I had to buy Skyrim 4 freaking times. Yeah. Yep. Will the game support cross? They literally just said this. Yes. Oh, good. How deep does the new dynamic weather and seasonal system go? Is there dynamic weather? Yes, it does. The game has dynamic weather and seasons that impact different aspects of gameplay during our experiences. Let's go through a few of them. Okay. First of all, it impacts your stealth infiltration. When it's raining, the sound covers your footsteps so you can move without being heard as much. It also changes enemy patrol, as the higher social classes go under roofs to be protected from rain. Sorry, chat, I've been talking like this for like almost like an hour. Get some water. Seasons have even more impact, such as how some bushes vegetation are simply gone in the winter months. Sorry, agriculture changes over different seasons, creating new hiding spots, and snow can slow down Neo, but not Yasuke. Okay, so interesting. Lastly, icicles can fall off roofs, creating noise distractions that enemies actually hear and react to. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. That one's actually kind of cool. We'll see if that actually is real, but on a concept, that's actually pretty decent. Those are just a few examples of how weather will affect the gameplay, allowing you to get more opportunities for gameplay scenarios. Okay. How much additional stress has the addition of destructible environments placed on the CPU, if any? This is a great technical question. It is very true that more dynamism, notably lots of destructible objects in physically simulated Notably lots of destructible objects in physically simulated add an undeniable cost on the CPU. I noticed how they mentioned destructible objects so many times, when that was actually the thing that people were clowning on them for. Like, okay, whatever. Combined with much denser world in terms of assets per similar area compared to what we used to have in the past, the stress on CPU should be higher. In practice, we've implemented a lot of clever systems to handle the increased amount. For example, in typical game engines, physically simulated objects are deactivated or sleeping unless a condition triggers them to be active. However, each object remains an atomic entity in the world, and this approach scales to maybe 100 objects, but doesn't scale that well with thousands when you factor in all the other systems that need to simulate, such as AI, animation, audio, and graphical systems. In Anvil, we combine objects automatically as part of our build generation process into a single object, which limits CPU processing costs, as a single object within the engine represents maybe dozens of objects. Sorry. There's a lot here that's like really breaking my brain. Let's read this back. We combine objects automatically as part of our build generation process into a single object, which limits CPU processing costs, as a single object within the engine represents maybe dozen objects in the world. Am I the only one that's lost with their choices of words? I feel like there should be like an A in there somewhere. While this approach allowed us to have dense open worlds, most of those objects end up being static, or with very limited interactivity. We solve this problem in Shadows by dynamically removing object from the optimized batches at runtime when we detect a condition that needs to awake a dynamic object. This might sound simple, but given the complexity of the merging system and a number of complex destruction sources, this was quite the endeavor. They English good. They English great. Furthermore, we have offset this increased cost in physics simulation by leveraging more and more our GPU instance renderer. By leveraging more and more our GPU instance renderer, which is our cutting edge system to submit objects to the GPU for rendering, which in the past was a huge burden on the CPU. That's all for today. We hope this gives you more worthwhile information on Shadows. Okay. All right. Sure. So, chat, I don't know if you knew, Assassin's Creed Shadow is a giant shit show. Otherwise, for those of you that stuck around for the whole video, thank you so much for watching. If you're planning to buy Assassin's Creed Shadows, I do hope you enjoy it, at least. Journalists, I hope you know that they made the game much easier for you. So you can't have a Cuphead situation again. You should be very proud that you've practically bullied the industry into bowing to your whims. And if you like the content I produce, I'd greatly appreciate it if you leave a like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell for more notifications. And if you like the content I produce, in the description below is a link to the Discord. Otherwise, I will see you next time. I do need to find that button. I do need to put a record button and a stop recording button on my Stream Deck. I do have it mapped to my keyboard, but I forgot that existed in that moment. Oh my god, my throat. Massive company uses French to English auto translator. Haven't played an Assassin's Creed game since 2. Oh no, I'm not done. I'm not done, chat. We have another hour of stream. I'm gonna go for only 2 hours today because I still have a lot to do. In fact, we are gonna play a little bit of game. Who wants to play game? I'm gonna fix this. Don't go yet, chat. Yeah, don't go yet. We're not done. I wanted to get a video recorded for all of you to enjoy tomorrow. Because I will not be streaming tomorrow. I wanted to make sure you all had something to watch tomorrow. And I think that video will do it. So, let's get to a little bit of game, shall we? Chat, who wants a little bit of game? Oh, my phone's fully charged. I noticed the phone rang a couple of times while I was recording that. So I might need to call someone back. Okay. Hold on, again. All right. We're gonna game. So yeah, we're gonna go for one more hour, and then we're gonna do a 2-hour stream today instead of 3. Otherwise, let's go. I do need water. One of my favorite games with the best villain in the series. That is what I constantly hear. All right, Bannon is in the back. Good. All right. No. Huh? I don't know about that. I mean, I know people really like 6. Head towards Narsh while protecting Bannon at all costs. If Bannon falls in battle, the journey's over. Don't look at me like that. Akko's the best villain. Oh, speaking of, hold on. There we go. Chat, look at Akko. That missed full. Okay, go items, go left, and then left when given options. Okay, left. Evil Akkos. These are dragons. Don't worry. I know what's coming, and we're gonna have a fun time. Tempussin. Akko, why are you destroying the world? Because Akko can. Come on, Sephiroth, the emo crybaby with mommy issues with peak villainy. I don't know. Have you played Final Fantasy XIV? Oh, there is an octopus, or a nautiloid. That prey is really strong. Aquasea Giantess Cannon? Oh god. I was thinking 10 when the blue hair dude who also had mommy issues. 10's still on the list. 10's coming. Just gonna be a bit. An enemy Akko adjacent. Exactly. More dragons. Okay. I failed that miserably because I didn't even think about the combo. Oh well. Speaking of, I need to draw my own Aquasea. Oh no. Okay, let's see. Probably use a sleeping bag. Right. We'll use a tent. Why not? That is a pink tent. Holy pink. Why is that tent so pink? Nice little animation. It is a nice little animation. Because your protag got to pick the color. That's what I'm thinking, because our protagonist is technically female. Because it's Terra. And she likes pink. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure what she likes because she lost her memory, but you know, go with that. I don't think I need to. We'll just save again. But I'm otherwise good. What do you mean technically? I mean, she did lose her memory, so she might not know what she likes. I don't know. I mean, I know she's not full human or something, but last I checked, she's full. Well, fair. Fair. She is. She is full female. Yes. Not bad XP here. I do appreciate it. Oh, hey, what we got here? Chat, it's actually Akko. Does that make me a bad octopus? Yes, Ultros, it does. That's mean. Not gonna lie, I'm stoked for the magic of gathering for 6. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Okay, my controller double tapped. Seafood soup is not on the menu. That is her laugh. It is. Chat, it is. Ultros is just Akko. Slurp. Sorry. No, my Terra, no. Oh, I'll have to revive Terra. Oh. How much did that heal for? A lot. Okay. Okay. Gonna go write a Google Doc on you now. Yay, my second doc! For those who don't know, I made a joke on Ava's stream a couple days ago when she was playing GTA 5. And I mentioned that Michael had a really long earbuds, like ear wire. And I wrote really long ear. And it was like, I'm gonna go write a doc on you. No. Yeah, Ultras should be around here. Dying is going to suck. Because as I do these fights, every time I die, oh no. It's very nice of the raft to stop so you can fight. It is nice. There you are. It's a pretty hefty amount of damage. How did that miss? That's fine. I'd love to get my tentacles around her. Ow! Muscle heads? Hate them. We're gonna do a heal first, and then we'll look into reviving. I'm back with my local bar and got some food. What I miss? Not much. Not much. We're just beating up Akko. Oh, that's fair. You know. Oh, man, that's a little too close for comfort, game. Akko deserves it. Damn. Your ugly mug. Gives me... Which one? Oh, is he done? Sploosh. Are we done with Ultros for now, or? You think I got the point? I wouldn't bet on it. It's probably just hiding down there. Ew. Something stuck to my leg. Tara, get away from there. Yeah, don't be near... Sabin, get away from the edge. 8-armed freak? Akko, he called you an 8-armed freak. I'm gonna smash it with a blitz. No, Sabin, bad. He's always been a bit rash. Sabin. Oh, he'll be fine. You sure? You're his brother. You should know better than any of us. Any second now, he'll flop back up onto the raft right as rain. Like he missed onto the raft part. Saban! Saban, you're on your own now. Akko has 6 limbs.
Sure.
Sorry, the fact that the model can do the eye wiggle is funny. Saban. Oh, bye, Saban. Goodbye. Edgar and Tara race towards Narsh while protecting Bannon. But what of Saban, who was swept away by the raging waters? How is Locke faring after having penetrated the Empire's defenses in South Figaro? Is all going according to plan? It's a Oh, choose a scenario, Kupo. Oh, we get to control the Moogle. Chat, we get to control the Moogle. Oh, let's do Locke first. Why not? Locke has worked hard to stymie the efforts of the Imperial troops in South Figaro, but now he desperately needs to escape. Damn it, gotta make tracks and get to Narsh. I managed to farm Nautilus now that I just need Epitaph Prime for my Ember Prime. Let's go! Get to choose your party. Kind of. It seems kind of like Octopath in a way. And this might be where they got their inspiration from it for. Ooh. You're that infamous thief Locke, aren't you? And now that was just plain rude. I'm a treasure hunter, and don't you forget it. Stole plumed hat. Oh, stole his clothes too. Oh no. Here we go. A little tight, but the price is right. Birthday suit. Oh. Also, by the way, boys, make sure to make note of the designs. I don't know what it is, but all the girls love the Final Fantasy style. Why do I have to open my mouth? We're gonna do a quick save. I will probably lose this fight. Especially with how like slow it is to build your ATB or ATB gauge. I do appreciate missing though. You know I'm right though. No, you're right. Especially the guys. Alright, let's read a little of that. Rich people at home always have secret passages. You just search until you find a place that you can feel a draft. Oh, hey. There's a safe spot. I'm not all that surprised I couldn't beat the mech. No, wait, he did say that. Hold on. Okay. My grandpa used to be a servant for the richest family in town. You're a merchant, right? Okay, go ahead. Maybe you can beat the soldier? I'm not. Probably not. If they're wanting a stealth section like this, they pretty much don't want you to beat any of the fights. What are you doing here? Scram. Oh, the ATB bar is so slow. Stole potion. And stole his clothes, too. They're a bit too large, but he didn't charge. The man is naked again. You can... Yeah, I beat him by stealing his clothes. And now I am him. You know, stealth can be improved by stealing people's clothes. They can be. Case in point. Matchup already great. I'll go take a break. Head to the pub. No, this is the pub. I don't mind the ATB system. In fact, I do like it. It's just, in this game, it feels so slow. Time to steal another set of clothes. Well, it's intended to be playable by kids. Very true. Obtain cider. Okay. Bongo, thank you for the raid. I don't have any way to I don't have ways to shout people out. But chat, you should go follow Bongo. Bongo is great. Hold on. Can I do this? Chat, you all should go follow Bongo. Bongo is great. You good thing nobody reports on you. Yeah, really. Bongo, welcome. How was the stream? What were you playing? Ugh. I was reading a game from Keymailer. Fun. Skysteed Ranch. Never heard of that one. Hold on. I could spare a little bit of time to look at this. Oh, it's another sim. Like a farming sim. Oh, okay. The reimagine's been on Viva Pinata? Oh my god. Oh my god, that is... Oh, that takes me back. I remember, like, when that was advertised. Oh god. So yeah, I definitely recommend. I will have to point at Akko specifically to that. Maybe it could be something for Akko to stream. Isn't 2i Octane or something? That's what I was thinking too. Definitely screams more of an Akko game. Yeah, right. Oh, sorry, I have to raid and scoop. I have class to attend to, so bye. Don't worry, Bongo. Thank you for the raid. And you have fun class. I feel like I'm missing something. No, where... The bar is playing 3 Days of Grace? Oh no. Well, no. So, for those who don't know, I actually do follow a guide, at least with the classic Final Fantasy games, so I don't get a little lost. But it's like, head south of the, take time to the house to the old man, in the house south of the item shop, through a backdoor entrance you came out of earlier. But as far as I can find, that is this one with the kid. You know what? Hold on. Is it this guy? Ah, yes it is. Never mind. Found it. There's a tunnel from here to the mansion on the north end of the town. Downstairs on my grandson, the password. Yeah. Okay, never mind. Courage. Thank you. Okay. We have a bot. So many bots. Must get rid of all bots. The Imperial troops have turned this house into their headquarters. Okay. The lack of music really bothers me. My stomach hurt? Well, that sucks. It a trap? It is a trap. I'm sure it is a trap. For the Empire's generals. This is what happens to traitors. A Magitech knight forged by the Empire and tempered in battle. None have ever truly known the woman beneath the general's guise. Celeste. Yeah. The mighty Celeste has fallen. Not as far as those who'd use their strength to oppress the weak. Kefka's planning to poison every last man, woman, and child in the kingdom of Doma. Shut up. Run that mouth of yours while you still can. Your execution's tomorrow. Keep a close eye on her. Yes, sir, I can stand guard for days without sleep. Sure you can. She got some nice legs, I'm just saying. You know what she has something better of? And I'm noticing it with her model. Pretty go back. Yeah, you're asleep. You are? Name's Locke, I'm with the Returners. The Returner, or at least I was, General Celeste. Now I'm nothing but a traitor. Well, let's get going. You take me with you? No, I can barely walk. I'd never make it out of here. Oh no, she's being fused into the wall! I appreciate it, but even if you got me out, you wouldn't be able to protect me. I'm better off waiting here for the executioner. At least that way I'll keep my pride. I'll protect you. It's not a problem. Trust me, you'll be fine. I'm sure he's a good reason to poison all those people. I'm sure he does. Let's go. Wait. Temp does love his bobs. Yep. This soldier might have something on him that can help us get out of here. There's a clock key in his pocket. Take it. Okay. I love the bobs too. We all love the bobs. Wait, there's 0 out through the back. Oh, this way? Ceiling is wrong. Let's go with that. I heard something bop. Oh, probably that, actually. Iron armor. Oh. Are we looking for equipment? This is pretty good. That will do her a little better, I think. All right, man, we need to capture the escaped prisoner. Quick, single file line. There we go. She's kitted out, so she's way better in a fight. Also, we need to be stealthy here. Put on this iron armor. I do notice that Celeste has a cure. There we go. The dogs do hurt a little bit more. Okay. I do like how you actually need to cast spells in this game. Yeah, not many games do that today. Hold on. Why are you helping me? You remind me a lot of someone. What's it matter anyway? I'm helping you because I want to. Okay, well, if that's the way out, what's this way? Okay. So, wait, how get? Never mind. Heavy shield and greatsword. I was like, I want that. Give me that. Okay, now we're done here. Oh, wait. Hold on, is there a chest down there I'm missing? Oh. X potion and a ribbon. Let's go. We got a ribbon. And a high ether. All right, well, there we go. See, that was even better endeavor than I thought it was going to be. That's strange. Why are my other comments showing? That I'm not sure about. Okay. Ugh. Oh, chat. If you like the content I'm producing, greatly appreciate if you will like, subscribe, hit the bell, follow me on Discord and on X. Everything you do greatly supports me and what I'm doing, and I greatly appreciate it. So thank you. Okay, now I need to catch another stream. Fair enough. All right. Okay. I'll have to catch you later, Temp. No worries. You have a good one. Don't worry. We will actually be done here soon, and we'll end up raiding someone very shortly. And yes, like the stream and sub. There we go. All right. Quick save. What a noise. Ether. I can see why Kat said that Sevagoth is the Aura farm frame. Yeah, pretty much. All right, I want that. What's that noise? What is that? Something's coming through the wall. Oh, this thing. Tunnel armor. If that thing hits us with its magic, they'll be scrubbing 2 big scorch marks off the wall. So what are we supposed to do? Don't worry. I'll draw some magic with my runic blade, and you'll be okay? Just you watch. Ow! That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Yeah, ow. Then my next goal after Epitaph is Protea Prime or Grendel Prime. It depends on who I have more parts for. Fair. Ow. Cast Runic again. Okay, that's full health for you. I would say Protea Prime is probably a little better. Because she has more... Well, it is down to preference too. But I enjoy Protea Prime more than Grendel. Ow! Well, then we're finally in the clear. Can I save here? I can save here. Okay, chat. We have 2 more scenarios to go, but this is where I am going to call it for today. Again, because I will not be on tomorrow because of work reasons, I will be on Sunday with Akko for Nightwave Live. I might stream on Sunday as well. If not, I'll see. I'll think about it. Otherwise, chat, is there somewhere I can send you all? Let me see. Uh, let's see. Yeah, chat, where to go rate Amalgamite? Go give Amalgamite some love, and I will see you all on Sunday for Nightwave with Akko. Chat, you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you Sunday. Have a good one, chat.